All right, cool. So, like I said, this is real brief, but something I've been kind of pondering on and really thinking about is just using our time optimally, right? I feel like most of us here appreciate doing things the right way, right? Which kind of comes with taking time, but none of us want to reach our goals slower than we need to, right? So I think optimizing our time is something that kind of resonates with most of the women I work with and most of the women in this community. So I kind of wanted to deconstruct what that really looks like. And this can apply to any goal, but obviously we're discussing health and stuff. So if you think of your goals like a mountain, just like this image, like let's say I wrote 6 steps, right? So irrelevant how many steps it takes. That number cannot be known. But the time between steps is what I wanted to discuss and kind of deconstruct. So however many steps it takes for you to go from where you want to, who you are to where you want to be, there's some control that you have between steps to make that slower or faster. Okay. So the next slide here is kind of acknowledging that the time spent between steps is you moving from knowing to doing. Most of us have been in a situation where we know what to do, right? Like, you need to drink more water, you need to exercise more, you have a vague idea of what to do, or maybe you're even really crystal clear on what to do because you've done it in the past and it's worked, whatever that is. The faster you go from knowing to doing is what allows you to kind of speed up the process, or better word is just optimize your time better, right? So that's what I wanted us to just kind of ponder on and focus on this week is, how often do you say, okay, I need to be doing this, and maybe a day goes by or a week goes by or a month goes by? Like, just be aware of that, bring intention and awareness to the things that you know you need to do and the time between knowing it and doing it, if that makes sense. You guys all with me?
Yeah.
So this looks crazy, but it's basically just the faster you move from knowing to doing, the faster you reach your goal. There's unforeseen things that are always going to pop up. Our journey is never going to be perfect. There is no such thing. Okay. So there's things that are going to get in your way. There's obstacles that are going to arise, but that's part of the journey. So it's not really a time delay. What's a time delay is when you're in control of something, not taking that control that you do have, because we have control over a lot more than I think we recognize most of the time. Sorry, I got distracted by someone's trying to get in. Lindsay. Cool. Yeah, I think a lot of the times we neglect the things we could be doing today, right? For the things that we think we'll just maybe get to, or we think we need to have all the missing pieces together before we take charge.
Yeah, but
Those little things that you take charge of today add up, and they make tremendous impacts on our future and our overall progress and our speed. So this is what that looks like, is just contemplating, like, the quicker I go from knowing to doing, the faster you reach your goal. You need to do the dishes, do them now or do them later, right? You need to drink water, you're thirsty, drink it now or drink it once you're more dehydrated. It can be little and it can be big, but just ponder on that concept. Because the alternative here is progressing very slowly, right? The longer you take to go from knowing to doing, you either massively delay your goal and the steps, or sometimes you stay completely stuck in that valley and you never progress because time's going by regardless, right? So the biggest question is really, which story do you want to be?